Wait, so I just came over here to my base, and something doesn't look quite the same. I think someone's had something to do with this. My entire little house here is now melons. Like, I think the door's somewhere over here. Let's see if I can get into this. There it is. Are you kidding me? The inside is completely full of melons. Oh, every inch of the inside is now completely full of melons and pumpkins. I mean, I guess of all the pranks, this is probably one of the, I guess, better ones, because I could actually use these melons and pumpkins, but I can't believe they filled every inch of the inside with melons. I guess I kind of deserved that. Are you kidding me? Oh, I got a bookshelf in that process. I gotta watch out for that. And my inventory's full. Hello, everyone, and welcome back to MelonCraft. Or maybe OlympusCraft. Oh, goodness. As you guys saw when I first signed in and came over here to my base, I have been pranked. I might leave some of these melons along the top, but this is actually hilarious. Very useful items, though, although, you know, not quite the same prank as any other mischievous prank. But this one, I actually gained some melons and pumpkins out of it. Oh, this was a good one. Alright, to keep you guys updated on what's going on, let's head back over here to my industrial district, and I'll show you the improvements I've been making over the past, couple days or so. Been very hard at work, and as you can see here, my portal now takes me inside my storage area. Now, my storage area is right below the entire area up here. The old portal was right there, and it kind of led me into the side, but I decided I wanted to be able to go back and forth directly to the storage area, which for me would be a little bit better than actually going to the top up here, because I'm not really going to be doing much in the way of things up top. So I finished out the kelp farm here. It is now producing. I do every now and then get a couple stragglers, but it looks to be like, single pieces. So I'm not super worried about that, because it does produce quite a lot of kelp the way it is. So it's not too big of a deal that I lose, one or two here and there. And typically the next time those pistons kick, it'll shove it down through. Right now, let's see if I can get down to this. Yeah, right now all of the kelp comes into this lower one here, and I have not been able to AFK. Put some junk up in that one. I have not been able to AFK up here. So I don't have much in this right now, but right now the kelp just kind of comes into here, and then I made myself a little pathway that I can kind of walk down here, which actually takes me to behind the smelter. Now, I don't have a lever back here, which is a mistake. I need to put a lever here, so I'm just going to pop this door real quick. I have a lever on this side. I need to make one more lever. And then this is the inside of my storage area so far. I have my super smelter built. This is a design by Il Mango. So this is his, I don't know what he called it, but it's a pretty efficient one. It waits until all the items are across and smelts them all at once. It has some pretty impressive redstone as part of the build here. It's nothing super complicated, but it just took a little while to build. Use some of the iron blocks that was given to me by Rob for this build. So yeah, it takes all the items, puts them all in, distributes the items evenly among the smelters, and also distributes the fuel among the smelters as well. So all the smelters have a pretty even amount of fuel as they go through. The smelting itself is incredibly quick. Since it distributes them all at once, So like typically you'd have to have like some sort of rail cart to distribute the items, and when you get so far, those rail carts only pick up so many, so you can only have like 7 or 8, something like that, 9 furnaces in a row for like one of the smelters that use the mine carts, unless you have like some sort of stopping system to load it. And this seemed to be a little bit easier and better. So we just have an input chest, a fuel chest, and the output chest down here. And so right now I am manually moving the kelp from the farm over here down into the input of the system. My plan is to eventually put a water stream back here to take all of the kelp from this chest here. You can see it's actually funneling in pretty quick while I'm back here. Take all of the kelp and then automatically put it into the input chest. Input chest of the smelter here. So I don't know if that's going to be the most efficient way. What I think I might see if I can figure out how to do is to maybe use a minecart and then wait until the minecart is completely full and then send the minecart over, have the minecart completely unload, and then go back kind of deal. I have to figure out the redstone for that, but I think that might be the better situation, because as this thing smelts items, I don't really want to be smelting like 1 item at a time or like 5 at a time. And as you see, all the furnaces are lit now because I put that what was half a stack or something like that in there. And you'll see the items when they come in, they do come in very quickly. So this thing is super efficient. I'm really happy to have this thing. So the rest of the area, as you can see here, I've started to build up the sides. This is where all of the storage chests are going to be. So there's going to be 2 chests, stacked 2 high right here, and then all of the water stream or whatever the distribution mechanism is will go along the top here and then distribute down into these chests. This should give me an insane amount of storage if I do this correctly. Whether or not I'm going to do it correctly is another story, but this is kind of the design I was going for. I'm going to do some more work. I want to replace the floor. Right now it's stone, and I want to eventually replace these walls and use these kind of like these deep slate pillars that I have going on here. So yeah, this is the design. My next step is going to be to craft a bunch of chests and get them put in along the sides here to kind of get the idea of what everything's going to look like. Get the chests in. Once the chests are in, well, obviously I have to do some finishing on the design portion of things, but once the chests are in, then I need to work on the item sorting system. So I'm not exactly sure how I want to do this yet. I still need to do some research on the best possible way to handle storage of things. So what I'm probably going to end up doing is using a system to move items around with water streams, and then that way they just kind of flow around and then make a big loop is my goal. This is going to be a problem, so I may have to redesign this right here depending on where that water stream is at. I should be able to run it behind it, I think. But I hope I don't have too much of a trouble with figuring out how to kind of move everything around on the inside. So behind these walls, there's not much. There's a couple little caverns. I think one of these places over here has like a big old hole behind it. Actually, I think it's right over here. Yeah, this one here. So there's definitely room behind this. I don't think I haven't heard any lava or anything like that. So there shouldn't be too much of a problem with getting my items moved around. I do need to put something in there to keep these guys from coming through, because that's annoying. I don't want to have these guys showing up every time that I come through here. But yeah, this is going to be my massive storage area for all of my items that come through the industrial district. Now, I'll probably end up like putting the kelp like right over here, because I'm not sure that I want to necessarily auto smelt it, because that's going to fill up my output chest unless I make some system to take the output and then put that into the water stream. That's another option that I do have, but I kind of like having an output chest, because with an output chest, I can just smelt, a stack of items or something really quickly and then grab them out. I don't have to worry about, other issues with that and then having to go find it in the storage system. Like if I put some items in the smelter and I want them back, I don't want to have to go clear to that back corner just to get the smelted items out. So that, I think, is going to be my plan for my massive storage system. So there is also another new shop over here in the shopping district. Notice this as I came in today. That's kind of funny. Let's see this. Piglin head. This is a honey shop. Now, honey is one of those things that is pretty valuable, I guess, in the game. It's used for flying machines, all kinds of other things. And in this case, one of the cool things about it is you can use it to keep copper from oxidizing. So you can take copper blocks like those, and you see they've turned green. Well, if I apply wax to them, and I believe it's honeycomb you apply to it. Ooh, candles. I believe it's honeycomb. You just like right click it with honeycomb and it will keep it from oxidizing. So it'll keep it that nice shiny orange color. And I believe if you right click it right now with an axe, it will strip the oxidation. So I could go back up there and clip those and get those back to the original color, which I think I'm going to go ahead and do right now just to see how that looks again. So let's grab my axe and let's right click this. Oh, okay, so it does it per increment. So you can take and strip these per... Okay, there's the original. Very cool. It does use axe durability, but that's okay. Okay, that's cool. Okay, so I think I was wrong with the honeycomb block. It doesn't with the honeycomb block, you have to split it out into honeycomb, and I think, yeah, if you right click it with just honeycomb, it will wax the copper, and it doesn't look any different now, but actually I got an achievement for that. It doesn't look like anything now, but it will keep that block from oxidizing. So we'll go ahead and just leave that one there on the right, and then we'll compare against the other ones as they weather. So that'll be pretty cool. All right, so quick update on some of the shops that we've got around here. We have a new shop here. This looks to be a crashed end ship, if I'm not mistaken. And it looks like, I'm guessing, some end items here. Looks like we have elytras, a couple elytras there, 25 apiece, which is actually not bad for an early on elytra. We've got shulker boxes. These are 5 diamonds and a diamond each for some instant health potions. So those can be very handy. Looks like we've got some other stuff coming soon, but this is kind of a neat little build here. It's a crashed end ship, so this is pretty cool. Nice to have this. And I think I shared this in the last episode, but we now have a rocket shop. I've been actually buying some rockets directly here, and they're a diamond a stack, which is awesome. Excellent price. I've been stocking up when I can, and also selling gunpowder here. So I'm going to actually be buying some gunpowder soon because I need to do some TNT mining because I'm still in diamond armor. I was able to get 1 piece of netherite, and I went ahead and added that to my pickaxe here. So I have a netherite pick, but I still have all the rest of my tools as diamond, so I need to get some more netherite to get this up here. So, but yeah, we've also got a little redstone shop, just kind of a small one here, getting started. There's not even a roof on this yet. But looks like they're selling repeaters, dispensers, that's nice, and droppers, okay. Excellent. Some redstone dust, nether quartz, and comparators. So I'm going to be back. Oh, pistons. Yeah, I bought some pistons initially, but looks like he needs to make some more. But yeah, it's nice to have a redstone shop, especially early on, because sometimes it's hard to make some of those things, like the comparators and things like that. So yeah, that'll be good. So Rob wants to do something here, so I'm going to meet him here, hopefully here in the shopping district very soon. And when he gets here, I think I'm going to go ahead and give him the Salmon of Destiny to tag him to take him on, to let him deal with the the next step of the process, so he can deal with that parkour over there. I hated that thing, so hopefully I don't get slapped again because I had such a hard time on that second slot there. So one more thing, I do kind of want to break this portal here because we now have our huge, kind of a weird, wonky looking major shopping district portal back here. I come through this most of the time, but every now and then it'll send me through this one, so I think I am going to break this one, just so we don't have to figure out which portal we're going to be coming through here. So yeah, right now some of these shops are kind of small. It is still early game. We've only been playing for, a little while, but as time goes on, these shops will change. People just need to kind of get stuff going right now. So we needed a rocket shop really quickly, and so Ant-Man was able to build this one kind of quick, because we need rockets at all times, because we have our elytras now, so we need to have our rockets to be able to fly around. So he built that one slime shop here, with the worst floor. It's painful. And you can't really, it's been sold out, wow. And you can jump on this one. I think a worse floor would be honey, because honey you can't jump on. This you can at least jump on and kind of get around, But if it was honey, you couldn't jump on it. So I think that would actually be a worse floor, to be honest. But either way. So Rob says he's here. I don't know where he is. Oh, there he is.
Keep your distance. Keep your distance.
Oh, why?
Hello.
What are you talking about?
Yeah, likely story. See, I've heard on the grapevine that you have well, I mean, you told me you got a special item, but I've heard that you kind of want to. Oh! Don't move! No sudden movement. I will shoot. I've heard that you're planning.
I know not of what you speak.
I hear you got a fish.
I have golden carrots. I have food. I don't know what you speak of.
I've been told that you have a fish and that you plan to give me the fish.
I don't know why you would say something like that.
I think the reason I would say that is because you told me last week.
Well, I maybe.
The problem is I don't know how the fish works. I don't know exactly what you need to do to give me the fish.
Okay, so
can you fling it to me now?
I guess I could, in theory, but I will. How about I have a proposition? How's this?
Okay.
I won't give you the fish today.
Okay.
If you help me get someone else.
Okay. I like this deal.
I also need to mention you look very great with your netherite armor there. I'm still rocking the whole diamond armor here. But
yeah, I went with some TNT and yeah, it didn't take me too long.
Awesome.
You're welcome to use some of my gunpowder if you want. Make
okay.
TNT.
No, I appreciate that. I was actually gifted a box of TNT, or sorry, not TNT, but gunpowder from Ant-Man. So I'm ready to build some TNT soon. But who else is online right now? So do we
have a truce?
We have a truce.
Excellent. Okay, I'm taking your word for it. I trust you.
Yes. Okay. Now,
okay.
I'm not going to give you the book.
Yeah.
Because.
Yeah.
Hang on. Blue Gamer Dog's not. He's AFK. I wonder where he's at.
I'm assuming Fuzzy gave it to you, so you can't give it to Fuzzy.
So, actually, Fuzzy did not give it to me. Party Bro gave it to me.
Oh.
So,
Fuzzy is fair game.
Fuzzy is fair game. I'm thinking we could give it back to him. There's no reason we can't give it back to him. Let me check the rules here real quick.
Keep my distance.
You may not fish slap the person who fish slapped you immediately. Okay, so I think we can pull this off.
What are we gonna do?
I think we're gonna give it Fuzzy.
Okay, I like it.
All right, I think he's gonna be in his base, I believe, mining. So, how did you get to 15 deaths, by the way?
Many reasons.
I just looked up there because I thought the last time I checked, you only had 4 or 5, something like that.
Oh no, I've done some bad ones. There was once where I dug a water elevator very deep down, and then I floated down to go and put the kelp at the bottom. It was just too long, and I drowned. That was one of the better ones.
Oh goodness, yeah. I've been pretty lucky so far. But yeah, I noticed you had 15. Although you're still not beating Blue Gamer Dog at 82 deaths. That is intense.
I've told him he needs to be less mortal.
Yeah, at this point, he really does.
Yeah. Also, this is OlympusCraft. We're on Mount Olympus. We're technically gods.
I am in full agreement with that. 100%. So, well, would you like to head over to Fuzzy's real quick, and we can do we can actually do another thing too. We can kind of scope out his base a little bit because I heard you were wanting to get a Fuzzy a little bit here too for some of his pranks on the server so far. So
I think he's the one who pranked me. I'm not 100% sure.
Well, I mean, even if he isn't, then I feel like this is okay.
I've been preparing for that.
Okay, excellent.
Yeah, let's go and scope it out.
Let's go see what he's got going on. Hey, Blue.
Did he run?
I got him.
You got him, yes. Where are you? I've lost you, but I can hear you, but I can't see you.
Hello.
Oh, there you are. I have a present for you.
I'm not a fan of it. I'm not gonna.
There's the explanation.
Oh.
Where did you go, Rob?
I'm in a tree.
Oh, I think we're just down below you.
There's a tree.
I'm trying to dispel all
Oh, there you are. Okay, we're up. It's up here.
yeah.
Yeah.
I'm trying to cover my tracks so that he doesn't know we were targeting him.
I gotcha.
Hey,
Well, Blue, you have officially been slapped by the fish. So
To be
now,
fair, Blue, I'd
it
like
is
to
on
say
you.
that this was you weren't a prime target.
Mm-mm.
You just kind of ended up in the crossfire.
Yeah, I went to get some ice because that's the nearest mountain biome I could find, and I saw it was you guys, so I instantly flew away because I didn't want to be in any part there. Is what you were doing. And then,
Oh, look what happened. No, yeah, Fuzzy was the initial target, but we couldn't find him. So we felt like you were the closest and easiest next target for this one. I was gonna get Rob, but he was immediately aware of what I was doing, so we had to. I had to make a backup plan because he was like,
know what?
"I've got
You know what
Netherite,
the
you
irony
don't.
is?
I could kill you." And I was like, "I guess."
You know what the irony is? Is that Blue accidentally told me that you were trying to get me.
Ah,
So it's come full circle, Blue, I'm afraid.
I'm
It was
actually
complete
surprised
accidental.
that Rob
Yeah.
wasn't expecting it because like he was there when you told the both of us and like by your shop that you
Yeah.
would ask if someone is recording before you would give them the thing. So then when you asked Rob and Chad, I was instantly like, oh, what's happening?
it's gonna happen.
I suspected nothing, and then Blue accidentally kind of. I can't remember what you said, but you said something that made me think, oh, wait a second, Code's coming to get me. And it's come back full circle because now you're targeted.
Yeah.
You have been targeted. So now you must complete the parkour, and once you've completed the parkour, you get to add your own section, and then you get to tag someone else.
I
So-
decided to try the parkour. It sounds fun.
It's difficult. It took me forever to get it.
Oh, you just wait until like I get tagged.
That's not what I want. No.
How are you with ladder parkour, Code?
So you know how I am with regular parkour?
Yeah.
It's the same. Just as
Yeah,
horrible.
yeah.
So
Parkour is not.
yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Well, Blue, we will let you get back to it. I just wanted to make sure you got
Yeah.
tagged here.
Yeah.
And be sure to read through the book there. It gives you a little bit of explanation of how it all works. Now, it does say you can't tag one person back immediately, but it doesn't say you can't tag them back, like, in a day or two. You know, once you've completed your parkour course, like, it doesn't say you can't tag them back. So,
I think a gentleman rule should be that you can't tag the person who tagged, even if it's not in the book.
yeah, that kind of makes sense. That way we
Yeah.
make sure we cover everybody. They get a chance
Yeah.
to complete it all.
Yeah. I'm gonna have to avoid you, Blue, now. I'm afraid.
Oh.
Sorry.
Because you just never know. But then again, you also won't know if he still has it, too. He could have passed it on by now.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
mean, I thought you guys were already done. I don't know where Fuzzy was. I couldn't find him earlier either.
So it looks like he was out mining magma blocks, but I see that now in the chat. So yeah, he found some shulker, or actually, as he put in the chat, chulker shells, but that's okay. Looks like he found some shulker shells there. So
Yeah, put some
He looks to
shulker
be
shells
back
in
in
the
his
chest
base.
by his base.
what's that?
I think it's a
'Cause
bit unfortunate.
I gave him
for-
some shulker shells because I took like 33 stacks of stone.
Oh, okay. All right, that works. Yeah, his base is looking mega. By the way, it looks
Yeah,
awesome. I'm excited for.
Probably doing the most progress out of any of us so far.
Yeah, so
Feel
far I
like
think.
behind.
Well, we've all been focusing on different things. Rob's got some amazing farms.
I have
You've done some
Yeah.
big projects though. You've mined out a ton of this. You've done all the work for the Nether portals. You've done all kinds of stuff. So
And Blue, you've been
Yeah.
so helpful with everyone. Like, you know, you've helped me with many different things. So definitely good. Yeah.
And if all of my
Yeah,
viewers
I mean-
haven't seen any of Blue Gamer Dog's streams, they are absolutely amazing. You should definitely check into those. His link is down in the description as well.
yay.
And of course, since Rob's here as well, I'll plug him as well. So be sure to check out Rob's channel. He's got some amazingly funny videos also. So
Yeah.
keep
Obviously-
checking those out.
And And obviously check Blue's channel. Don't check codes.
Yeah, I mean,
Well,
don't
it's
check
all-
Rob's. Sorry.
No, joking, obviously.
Yeah. So,
Awesome. All right. Cool. I'm gonna head off. I don't think we can do our prank today, Code.
no, I don't think we'll be able to prank him today. He's very active in his area, so I think that.
Staying up late for his time as well.
Yeah, he's definitely staying up late, been working on his base, so he's got a lot of time in. We're gonna have to do one of the games that I plan on building here soon. Is it's not gonna be really effective until a little bit later on, but I've got the plans in mind. But we're gonna be comparing some statistics as part of a game later on.
Ooh,
So
lovely.
things like blocks mined, things like that. So we'll enjoy some of that, I think. All right, so one more thing I want to try to do today is I want to try to get myself into Netherite. So I only have one Netherite tool right now, which is my Silk Touch pickaxe. I want to get the rest of my tools all to Netherite, even my hoe as well. And then I want to get the rest of my armor over to Netherite. So I'm going to need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 pieces of Netherite. So that's like almost entire Netherite block. So 8 ingots. And to do that, I think I'm going to do some TNT mining in the Nether. I have here a box of gunpowder and a box of sand. The box of gunpowder was actually gifted to me by Ant-Man, so that helps me out there. And I'm going to make a bunch of TNT. All right, so an entire box of gunpowder has equaled this much TNT, and that should be more than enough to go down and do some Netherite mining. So let's head on into the Nether. See if we can find a good spot. We'll get down to like, I don't know, Y level, what is it, 15, something like that. And then we'll start doing some exploding. All right, so I'm already finding some lava pretty quickly, but I think there's probably, okay. That one's okay. It was probably just a lava pocket. And we have a piece. Is this just a 1? That's kind of a bummer. I was hoping for a little bit more than just one piece, but I guess the 1 will do. Alright, so we got the achievement for that. And again, the piece of netherite I had before was gifted to me as part of a payment. So I'll just double check this. Alright, let's keep going, because we're going to make a really long tunnel here. Hey, look, another piece. I don't even have to use any TNT yet, and I'm finding a couple pieces. I hate that these are just like the little ones, though. So, I hope I don't come into the area where he was. Oh, and another one! Okay, just another single. Okay, we're doing pretty good so far. This is not bad. Big old caverns created by this. It's still going. Don't see any ancient debris right off, so let's just go ahead and make our path here. And Blue Gamer Dog is not having good luck with those piglins. Man, those guys are intense. Alright, so we were able to get 36 pieces of ancient debris, so I'm pretty excited about that. I have grabbed my smithing table and my gold, so I think we are ready to put this into the smelter. Let's see if it's actually cooking anything. It's not. Put this in here, and I believe this should smelt this all down into scrap. And then we have to take that scrap and combine it with the gold to make netherite ingots, and then we can use our smithing table here to add that to all of our gear. So I went mining earlier today, right before I died, and did some TNT mining and got a bunch of netherite. So I'm officially netherited up. Yeah.
I thought you looked different.
You got the netherite, you know, trying to flex a little bit. Got my tools netherited, you know.
Yeah.
It took a while, but I did a bunch of TNT mining down there and got a bunch of ancient debris. And then, Blue died from a piglin, and then I went to go save his stuff, and then I died. And I got back. I lost most of my stuff except for the things that I had that were netherite already. So I lost like all my gear.
No,
I lost.
Getting some more stuff back.
Nope, I'm actually pretty good. I had enough books stored up from everything else, and then I had backup tools and everything. I had backup gear, so like I was okay. But I got all my ancient. But luckily, ancient debris floats in lava, so I got all my ancient debris back. So I was able to make all my stuff netherite now. So
what about your elytra?
It's just a basic elytra right now, just minting and unbreaking. But it was my backup elytra I bought from Blue, so I'm good. I'm good. So I wanted to give you guys a quick update on my eventual mansion base, and I've talked about this a little while, but I wanted to give you guys kind of an idea of the scale of how big this mansion's actually going to be. So we can see a bounding box out here. I can zoom in on it. That's kind of interesting. You see a bounding box out here that goes way back over there. Hits this corner here, hits this corner here, and hits that corner over there. And so what I'm going to be doing is my mansion base is actually going to take up the space of everything that you see within this bounding box. And so to give you guys a quick preview of what this is going to look like when it's done, let's see, I can do this, and here we go. This is what my eventual mansion base is going to look like. Now, obviously, the pink things, those are my current farms. Those are all going to be moved. I have some mountains to clear down, things like that. But if we fly up here, this is what I'm going to be building. This is going to take a lot of time. This is going to take a lot of effort, but the payoff reward should be awesome. So I have a ton of work to do, and I missed where I was trying to land. A ton of work to do, including, leveling off some of this terrain, things like that. And of course, actually building it itself. This is going to be a month at least long project. Going to take a lot of time. I have to gather a ton of resources. Not only do I need stone, but I also need quartz, which I may actually replace that quartz with white concrete because I think I like the look of that a little bit better. But this is the palette, and this is the idea and design that I'm going to be going with. Now, I am going to be changing this as I build it. I'm not going to build it exactly like the schematic. The schematic just gives me an idea of what I want and how I want to build it, but I'm going to be making some changes. These water pools are very deep right now in the schematic, and that's not something I really want. I may just want some like single layer deep water pools. And so if I go to single layer here, we can actually look, you can see the water pools extend clear down through there. And I'm not going to be doing all that. There's going to be a lot of things that I change and edit as I go through the process of building this thing. And but yeah, this is just a quick idea of exactly how big my mansion is going to be. And that is going to be the plan for the rest of the season, just in general. The plan is to complete this. It's not going to take me the rest of the season by any means. But I think that this is going to be a massive undertaking, and I think I'm really going to enjoy building it. And especially once it's done, I think I'm really going to enjoy living there and reaping the benefits of such a massive, massive base. All right, guys, that's going to do it for me today. I appreciate you guys tagging along. We've had a lot of fun. I think that I've got a lot of work ahead of me, and I hope you guys stay with me and enjoy as I work along this project. So I appreciate it very much, guys. I will see you all in the next episode.